What's up, y'all? Thanks for stopping by the Surge T channel. Mortal Kombat to be rated R. That's right. Mortal Kombat writer promises the movie will have fatalities and will definitely be rated R. This, according to John Squires, up on Bloody Disgusting. And he wrote an article, published it 3 days ago. And this is something that a lot of us fans of the Mortal Kombat. Well, me, I'm more of a fan of the first three games, and of course the first two films. Even though I love the first film, the second film, it was all right. It wasn't, something to jump up and down about, be so excited. It was such a mishmash of the characters that they chose. It almost seems like I don't know. It's just like the way the first one ended was so epic. You see Shang Tsung, I'm not Shang Tsung, but Shao Kahn show up, and remember what he says. You weak, pathetic fools, I've come for your souls, and then you hear Raiden go, I don't think so, and then they all get fighting pose. He replaced Sonya Blade in the next one, which the girl to me wasn't sexy at all, like Bridget Nielsen, and the original Sonya Blade, and I think the girl was too skinny. Like she wasn't. I guess because I was just used to Bridget Wilson. I guess Bridget Wilson or Bridget Nielsen. I think it was Bridget Wilson, not Bridget Nielsen. Bridget Wilson. And I guess I was just used to her body and the way she was. She was shaped. Very beautiful, voluptuous. And she was perfect as Sonya Blade. And then the next one they had Shao Kahn, and it was that one actor. We've seen him in a number of stuff before. I don't have his name right now, but he played Shao Kahn, and then we had Sindel in there. We had Sheba. We had Jax, which Johnny Cage was a different guy, and he got killed like right away. And then after that, we had the web series, and we had all these other, I think we had the animated series as well. But the video games, 1, 2, and 3, I absolutely loved. They were great. I remember on the early game consoles, it was nothing but Mortal Kombat for me. I was playing 1, 2, and 3, namely 3. I think 3 was my favorite when it came to the home console versions of Mortal Kombat. Playing with friends, figuring out and how to do the fatalities, and then later on, of course, we had fatalities and animalities, all that, And I totally remember, when the game came out, I was in the military, and they were playing it on the military base, and I went to go see it, and me and my buddies, we were like totally just into it, and it was so great. We're looking back, a lot of it was hokey, a lot of it was corny, really didn't mirror a lot of the stuff that we saw in the video games, but at the same time, it was a pretty good adaptation, a pretty good video game adaptation. There's a lot of stuff about a lot of disgruntled people that really, and I agree to an extent, that a lot of the games they adapt into films really don't cross over, because I think that when people get the property, the video game, they tend to want to go in a different direction and make it different, and they should just stick true to the game. And Mortal Kombat, they are going to stick to the whole premise, the storyline of it, in the sense that they're going to stay with that. Really, the storyline, I don't know what they're going to present, but they're going to definitely stick with the whole thing of the fatalities. It's going to be rated R, and which it should be. You have to be careful, because if they might go a little too far with the fatalities and all that, they might end up getting an NC-17 rating or even an X rating. That's something they don't want, because then they won't be able to show it in theaters. But with this announcement, it's pretty damn cool, because being like I said, a Mortal Kombat fan, I just want to definitely see where they're going to go with this, and what storyline are they going to follow, what are they going to, is it going to mirror the recent games? Are we going to go old school and just show the first set of Mortal Kombat characters? Like in the original, we saw of course Shang Tsung, Liu Kang, Raiden, Sonya Blade, Johnny Cage, and Sub-Zero and Scorpion and Katana. And then maybe a next film is going to introduce more. They're probably going to put a lot of the characters in there, spread them out. Maybe we'll see like maybe Liu Kang, Raiden, and Katana will be the main they'll focus on, and then we'll see the other characters stretched out in the film, and they're going to be the ones that they'll face. And then we'll see the fatalities, and you might get some animalities and babalities put in there. Even though how silly those are, but it made the games fun. But at the same time, they got really silly with that. I don't even know if they have that in the newer games. I don't play the newer games. I played the first three, and I kind of fell out of it. But always a Mortal Kombat fan. I always was just a fan of the characters and the way the story was created, and the world of Mortal Kombat, and just the look of it, and wherever they would fight, it's always just a intriguing, amazing thing to look at. But on Bloody Disgusting, a little bit of what to expect was presented on there. And it goes as follows. Finally, the Mortal Kombat video game franchise is coming back to the big screen in a couple years, with director Simon McQuoid's feature film reboot for New Line and Warner Brothers being produced by James Wan. And with Joe Taslim, The Raid, The Night Comes For Us thus far attached to play Sub-Zero. And yes, of course, it's absolutely going to be rated R. Screenwriter Greg Russo tweeted this week, "Since it's already been stated by the other members of the team, I'm gonna put this one to bed. MK Mortal Kombat will be rated R, and for the first time ever, fatalities will finally be on the big screen. And no, I'm not gonna say which ones, which is a good thing. We'll just have to wait for the movie and see. Sounds like justice is finally being done to the video games, and we couldn't be happier." Mortal Kombat is a bold cinematic adventure based on the blockbuster video game franchise. The movie's initial press release hyped. The fight will begin March 5th, 2021. Plot details are under wraps at this time. And of course, that's on Bloody Disgusting, in an article by John Squires. And, they say that, this finally it's going to be on screen. So I guess you really can't say a lot of the in the films that we see in the fatalities, because we see Scorpion in the first one, he pulls his hood off, revealing a skull on fire, and then I believe he was about to blow fire on Johnny Cage, but Johnny Cage took the shield, jumped in the air, and sliced his skull in half, and all this stuff started coming out, looked like lava. It looked really, really weird, and then he blew up. And then, throughout the film, like when we see these guys and they would say finish him, like Shang Tsung, who was played by Cary Tagawa, and he said that to Goro, and all Goro did was just brought both arms down on the guy, hit him in the shoulder, and that was it. That wasn't a fatality. That's not the fatality that Goro did, But I guess they are definitely telling you, presenting you with the fact that, MK, Mortal Kombat, they never had any of the fatalities presented on the big screen. Of course, we only had those two films on the big screen. Like I said, there was a web series, and it was on the internet, of course, on YouTube, and animated series and all that. So it looks like it's going to be in good hands. James Wan is producing it. We're not familiar with Simon McQuoid. Now, Joe Taslim, you remember him from The Raid. And that was an awesome film, a great martial arts action adventure there. You know, we just have to wait and see what is going to be presented in this upcoming film. You know, the plot details, as was said here, are under wraps at this time. So you don't know what storyline they're gonna follow. If there really are as many stories for the Mortal Kombat, or it's the same story but just extended. You know, and the movie's gonna definitely be released on March 5th, 2021. So we got 2 years, under 2 years for the film to be released. I'm looking forward to it, and being a big Mortal Kombat fan, and I can't wait to see what happens when Mortal Kombat Rated R is going to be released. For those of you who stopped by, thanks for watching my video. I appreciate it. And as always, in closing, take care.